affordable housing. Public Services and Procurement Canada and federal tenants need to accelerate their efforts to reduce office space they occupy and contribute to increasing stock for housing that is sustainable, accessible, and affordable. Our final audit report examined government contracts awarded to GC Strategies Incorporated, an Ottawa-based information technology staffing company. From April 2015 to March 2024, 31 federal organizations issued 106 contracts to GC Strategies. In this audit, we found that federal organizations frequently disregarded government procurement rules that promote fairness, transparency, and value for Canadians.
I wanted to ask you about GC Strategies. Did your investigation uncover any wrongdoing on the part of GC Strategies, or did these issues boil down to essentially poor contract management on the part of the government?
So I think it's important to know that my mandate doesn't allow me to go look and audit GC Strategies. I can't audit private organizations. I can only look at what the public service has done. And what we found here is that public servants were not applying procurement rules that at times are very clear. This echoed findings that I had in my previous audit on ArriveCan, as well as a previous audit on professional services that focused in on McKinsey and Company. I said it back then, and I'll repeat it now. I have no reason to believe that this is unique to two vendors. And that's why I believe the government needs to take a step back and look at why this behavior is happening. And is it that there are just too many rules that just keep getting added on audit after audit so that folks don't understand all of the rules, or are people trying to go around them to make the process faster? Either way, the rules are meant to support transparency and accountability, and I would expect that those basic elements are followed by public servants.
Given the investigations you've done so far on McKinsey and GC Strategies, do you have a sense at this point of how widespread these issues are in the public service?
Well, I can only speak to those two elements, and in both cases, the vendors represented a really small percentage of what was spent on professional services contracts by the federal government. But in the McKinsey work, we had looked at 10 Crown corporations and 10 departments. In this audit, there's 31 federal organizations, including one Crown and departments. And we found issues in almost every contract that we looked at, which tells me that there's no reason to believe it's limited to these two. And it's time for the public service to go back to the basics in understanding procurement rules and why they should be followed.